Hello, good day. Welcome to Glen Meditation. Just this evening, I've been talking about time I spent with the Hare Krishnas and the things that I learned. We've been talking in these last two videos about the modes of living, and the one being the mode of ignorance, where we're kind of living to numb ourselves out. The mode of passion, where we're passionate about living a material existence and following our bliss and our dreams and all that stuff. And in the Hare Krishna mode, there's a mode above this, which is called the mode of goodness. And these are my own interpretations of the teachings. I'm not quoting any Hare Krishna writings to a T. But I think the person that started what we call the Hare Krishnas, even though there's many Hare Krishna groups in India, there was a teacher, Sri Prabhupada, that left India when he was quite old. I think he was in his 70s or late 60s. And he didn't have very much money. I think it was like $30 US. And he came on a ship to the States. And just there he had like his harmonium, which is a machine for making music. And he used to just sit in the park and talk to people. And he started what we know of as the Hare Krishna music. Not music, but movement. And he made a really big impact. Most of the things that we've learned from them are vegetarianism. The Hare Krishnas were very strict on being vegetarians, not vegans, but vegetarian. And I think without Prabhupada coming from India with his $30, vegetarianism wouldn't have spread as quickly as it did into the States and the culture. And I'm not a strict vegetarian, but a lot of people benefit from the diet. But the mode we're talking about today is the mode of goodness, and basically Prabhupada's life kind of exemplified that. It's the highest mode of living in their thing, other than transcending the three modes. And it involves living your life in a way that you're concerned with the whole, and your actions benefit not just yourself but others. It's not as passionate, and it's not as strong as the mode of passion. It's more cool, relaxed, but at the same time you're not lazy. You're sharing your gifts and you're receiving other people's gifts, and it's a high level of learning. I encourage people, like, if you want to be open-minded, to maybe do a search on ISKCON and the Hare Krishna movement, and maybe listen to some of their singing on YouTube and some of their videos, and just see what you think, if you feel better after it. I've certainly learned that there's a lot of good stuff to be taken away from it. Another book that he wrote a lot of books, but the main book that they talk about is the Bhagavad Gita, and that's an interesting book to read. It's a story of a prince who had to fight his relatives on the battlefield, and he's with Krishna himself, who's teaching him why he has to do his duty. And that's kind of what the mode of goodness is about, is not just meditating, but actually living in the world and doing what we're here to do, living out our role, not just being peaceful all the time and stuff like that. So I encourage you to maybe look further in, even ask me some questions about what I learned with the Krishnas and how it relates to other spiritual groups in my life. And maybe look into the life of Sri Prabhupada, or go down for a meal with the Hare Krishnas, or just be open to, if you're out there searching for ways to get more happy and better your life, that this might be one avenue. Okay? So today's talk's the mode of goodness, living your highest good and spreading good into the world. Okay, Hare Krishna. Cheers. Ciao.